Good evening. Good evening. My name is Mr. SALIBA, and I am your head of school, and it's my honor to welcome you to the 174th Convocation of Tilton School. This is an important event, which not only officially marks the beginning of our school year, but it is also the time when we embrace a tradition that encompasses many generations of Tilton alumni. There's a sense of history tonight. There's a connection tonight, and I hope that you feel it. Anyone who would like to remove their jacket may do so. For those of you who are new to Tilton, this is our chapel, and in presentations like this, we do not have our cell phones out, so please go ahead and put those away. Put those on silent. And now I'm pleased to ask Mr. GIAMBROCCO to the podium for our invocation. Mr. GIAMBROCCO.
Good evening, everyone. It's truly a pleasure to be up here in front of you tonight. I stood there, crying. Not just watery eyes, large, streaming tears. I couldn't stop it, and if I'm being perfectly honest, I'm not sure I wanted to. You see, it was the smile so wide on my face that made me cry. A series of images flashed as I waited, a seemingly endless planning, thank yous, rehearsals, schedules and fittings, travel and appointments. Summer vacation spent working 2 jobs and 15-hour days to make sure every detail was accounted for. I earned those tears. Sometimes you need to work your tail off to truly enjoy the moments that make you smile so wide and proud. I took a deep breath. I remember my brother comforting me by putting his hand on my shoulder. That's when she walked in and we made eye contact for the first time that day. The way she looked at me, it reminded me of the very first time we met 4 years ago on the beach, just a few hundred yards from the very place we were about to become husband and wife. Her eyes danced as she too was crying. And as I watched her tears tumble past her cheeks and dive to the floor, I noticed that she was smiling. Smiling so wide, it made her cry. It was our moment, just ours, and we'll remember it for the rest of our lives. The duration of the day was a complete whirlwind, but that moment, that fleeting instant, will forever bring warmth to my soul. Now, while I do not foresee any marriages on the immediate horizon for the student body, I do see some of those special moments. Those small fractions of time when you and a friend will share a look and know exactly what the other is thinking. Or those stress-filled times when you look to your teammates during a timeout and know that they see the court the same way as you and are prepared to do what it takes to win. Whether your moments come in class, on the athletic fields, riding the Ram Tram, or midway through a game of Fortnite, it is my sincere hope that you take time, just even for yourself, to remember the way those around you made you feel. And should you be so lucky, I wish for you a moment this year that makes you smile so wide.
Thank you, Mr. GIAMBROCCO. QUEENA was elected by our community to serve as our student body president. Now, I'm especially hopeful this year because QUEENA's quiet, emerging confidence has become apparent to us in both her academics and her contributions to school life. She has set a high standard for all of us, not through her words, but through her actions. I know that she will serve us well during her tenure as our school leader. I am pleased to present to you Ms. QUEENA YUAN.
It's been absolutely crazy to think about how fast time has gone by. Well, it does make sense, because time goes fast when you're having fun. So I'm here today to focus on one word: memories. Before I even start with what I have to say, first, I'm going to share the results of a small survey that I did over the summer. The purpose of the survey was to help me to get to know how students think about Tilton School. So I randomly chose some people that I had Snapchat streak with, and I opened the chat, typed in a question, and the question was, what was your favorite memory at Tilton School? Before I got all those responses, I had speculations that each response would be unique to each individual. But I actually found out something fascinating, which is that the majority of people's favorite moments were really similar in the way that each moment involved others. So here are the responses. Winning the NEFSAC basketball championship and having everyone there to support. Being in the dorm with the boys on Saturday nights. Going to Dairy Queen after practices. Hanging out on the quad in the spring, playing can jam and frisbee. Beating KUA in the Lakes Region hockey playoffs with Brosties. Bonfires. Halloween dances, black and gold games in the mark, powder keg, going to the lake with all the rams and the art fest at the end of the year. As you can probably tell from those responses, people like each other here, and they like doing things together. For some of you, this might be your first day here. Or for others, this is it, this is your last year. So I highly recommend that every single one of you take some time and really think about what you want to achieve or how you want to challenge yourself. And just in general, think about what kind of person you want to become this year. I know those are some really broad statements, but things could drastically change within a year if you're really spending it well. We all came here to Tilton for different reasons. Some of you might say hockey, basketball, art programs, and some might even say, dude, I gotta be honest with you, I don't even know why I'm here. This is why I love Tilton, since you can see different people are pursuing different dreams every single day. And just to remember, it is perfect to stick with your passions, but you can always create new and amazing experiences and memories by trying new things. Club hockey is a perfect example for this. Unlike the varsity boys and girls hockey teams, the club hockey team is made up of people, all genders and skill levels. The reason why I brought this up is that I think every one of you guys will be amazed by the amount of all positive comments made by students in faculty members. Club hockey really just gives students who might not be able to play those very competitive games and also those who don't even know how to skate the chance to keep pursuing dreams and trying something new. At Tilton School, we believe in the power of potential, and we are part of something bigger than ourselves. Stepping out of your comfort zone or sticking with a monotonous schedule might be challenging sometimes, but you will always have the rest of the school to support and love you. Since we are here together, we are a family, and we are a Ram Nation. This is going to be a great year, and I cannot wait to see you guys making some awesome memories with each other. Go Rams!
Thank you, QUEENA. This afternoon, standing before you, I must share two things: a sense of pride and a sense of excitement about the upcoming school year. Pride because I look out and I see lots of old faces. These are already the people who have made our school better through their thoughts and their deeds. For example, after the Parkland shooting, we heard from Brad and Jamie about the impact on their friends and their lives. Last year and already this year, we've had the chance to experience a passion for math from Eva, our resident math club guru. And on the athletic field, one of my most favorite experiences last year was watching Quinn as a budding defenseman on the triumphant JV boys lacrosse team. Quinn, I like your bow tie tonight. That's very nice. There are many other stories, but there's some. Our collective experience makes me swell with pride about our school. This is a place where people grow, learn, and contribute. I'm proud to be a part of it, and I hope you are too. That's my pride. My excitement, the excitement I feel has to do with the new faces. I don't know many of the names yet, but I will. What I ask myself is, what are these people going to bring to our school? How are they going to make us better? What we learn, how we learn it, how we prove what we know. All of these things will be part of our chapter, the Tilton story of this year. It is the sense of what is possible that brings a smile to my face. Now, when I talk about pride and excitement, I will admit that my thoughts immediately go to successes. In fact, the examples I've highlighted are successes. This year, I'm going to remind myself constantly that challenges and failures are an equal part of the story. There will be opportunities missed, mistakes made, and all of us at some point will be challenged and disappointed. These moments are integral to our story, and they are the way that we can navigate a world marked by diversity and change. This weekend, our nation and the world mark the passing of two great American icons, singer Aretha Franklin and Senator John McCain. By any measure, these two individuals made us a better country, and yet both of them had lives filled with challenge and failure. It is difficult to find another person who instilled a greater sense of purpose than Ms. Franklin. Her iconic R-E-S-P-E-C-T became an anthem of social change in our nation, placing her in the lexicon of American icons. Her impact transcending race and gender. But throughout her life, she endured many challenges, including a difficult family life, the death of her mother when she was 10, being forced to drop out of high school, and being rejected by just about every major record label before signing her first contract. And there's no doubt that Senator McCain also advanced our country. His contributions of working together across the entire political spectrum, the way that he always did the right thing, his unchallenged moral code, all of these stand in stark contrast to what we experience today in politics. And yet Senator McCain graduated 5th from the bottom of his class. He was shot down during the Vietnam War, and he mounted 2 failed presidential campaigns. Lots of challenges for Senator McCain. But both of these people, heroes for me and many others, were shaped equally by their successes and their failures. And as we embark on this year, I ask that we look to the future with great pride and great excitement. But I also ask you to remember that our story, that of our school and ourselves, is defined by equal parts of success and adversity. Thank you very much. It's now my honor to introduce our speaker, Ms. Tracey Dorr. Originally from Southborough, Mass., Ms. Dorr is a Tilton School graduate from the class of 1980. She received her bachelor's degree from Muskingum University and then traded the dreary winter skies of New England for the warm and sunny climate of Southern California. There, Ms. Dorr built a career in the semiconductor industry, distinguishing herself as a worldwide supply chain manager for TDK, Teridian, and QLogic. I first met Ms. Dorr 6 years ago at one of our alumni events in Los Angeles. Her passion for the school and her experience here resonated with me immediately, something that was so formative for me as the then new head of school. In many ways, her love for Tilton energized my desire to meet with our alumni body all over the United States and the world. Today, you're going to learn about her story here at Tilton and beyond. And I'm sure all of you will agree that her experience was unique. And I hope you will take the same amount of pride in the fact that I have that Ms. Dorr is a member of our alumni body. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Tracey Dorr.
Thank you for inviting me here. Good evening, everyone here. I am honored to be here to speak to you today. Tilton has been my rock all these years. Here at Tilton helped me accomplish everything that I have in my life. Hopefully, you will gain something here during your time here at Tilton. Your time here is a very personal journey. About my hearing, when I mentioned to people that I was born with a severe hearing loss, and I rely on lip reading, often people will comment, but you look alone. Hearing loss is such an invisible thing to live with. It can't be seen, and I don't view myself with a disability. Yes, I am challenged, but we all have our own challenges. Some of you in this room may have your own challenges. It's what you do with it. Take control of the challenge. Don't let it control you. Then you will have a greater chance charting your own destiny. My parents finally received a formal diagnosis of my severe hearing loss when I was 5 years old. In other words, for the first 5 years of my life, I didn't hear much. I was not talking because I could not hear the normal everyday conversations. Shortly after, I was fitted with a powerful hearing aid. My mom worked with me for me to learn how to speak, and she taught me how to put together sentences. That, as a 5-year-old, was the beginning of my journey, learning how to assimilate into the hearing world. I wear a hearing aid and a cochlear implant in the other ear. These devices do not cure our hearing loss. We don't get the same immediate results as you get when you put on a pair of glasses. We still miss out on a lot of conversations, lectures, and speeches because we experience sound distortion from these devices. To fill in the gaps, I rely on lip reading, the contents of the conversations, non-verbal cues, such as your body language. I need to see in order to hear. I never heard the bedtime stories my mom read to us. Watching TV or movies is not possible unless it is captioned. Music is just a massive noise. Talking on the telephone or cell phone is not easy because all the visual cues have been taken away. These hearing devices is not a perfect solution, but they are better than nothing. As a young child, I refused to be part of any hard of hearing or deaf community. It was important to me to be part of the hearing world. There were some challenges as I attended local public schools. When I started first grade, I was way behind my peers in language. In reality, English is my second language, while I don't have a first language. Some teachers' voices were harder for me to hear. For example, I went through the whole year in 6th grade science, not hearing one word from the teacher. When at school, every day, every hour, every minute, I had to be totally on, to be focused at all times, trying to hear everything that was being taught in the classroom. But that was my private and personal journey because it was important to me to be immersed into the hearing world. Towards the end of my sophomore year, my mom and I visited Tilton. As soon as we parked the car in the school's driveway, I told my mom, I'm going to school here. I knew Tilton was for me. In fall of my junior year, I arrived at Tilton with some self-esteem issues that impeded my academic performance, social skills, and for me to grow as a person. Some of my self-esteem issues were triggered from the early days in elementary school because I innately picked up vibes from the teachers that they did not know what to think of me, and they wrote me off. Furthermore, I sensed they did not expect a very bright future for me. However, Tilton believed in me. The school believed in me more than I believed in myself. It was about 15 years after I graduated from Tilton that I met with my former advisor and chemistry teacher, Mr. Sutcliffe. I shared my positive experience with him, how I picked up a different vibe here at Tilton, a vibe as if the teachers were discreetly cheering and rooting for me from the sidelines. He, in turn, shared that he remembers not having me as a student during my first year at Tilton, and he mentioned my name came up at a faculty meeting. The head of the school, Mr. McMorrin, instructed the teachers to make sure they face the classroom when teaching and to let me know they are available for me. I was told that Mr. Mack wrapped up the conversation by saying, and raise the bar. That is what I picked up, the Tilton spirit. I felt the school believed in me and wanted me to succeed. Tilton helped me to grow as a person and maximize my potential in the academic world. Mr. Sutcliffe patiently worked with me in an attempt to help me look beyond my self-imposed self-esteem issues. Having a good group of friends helped to instill some sense of normalcy in my life as a teenager. I enjoy playing on the soccer team and that sense of camaraderie. When on the field, that was the only time I felt free. I was free to shed the daily stress from trying to hear in the classrooms. I tried rock climbing because it was different, even though I don't like heights. I still don't like heights. On one weekend, as part of the Plus 5 leadership program, I was assigned as a housekeeping workshop supervisor in most schools. I can safely say my leadership skills were put to test because I had one student who spent the whole 15 minutes with me every day telling me why she should not have to do her workshop. During your time here at Tilton, I encourage you to try different activities, experience new things, and challenge yourself by stepping outside of your comfort zone. You may develop a new passion or acquire a new skill, and you never know where it will take you. That positive energy helped you to believe in me has stayed with me all these years. It got me through college, my first job, and to achieve a rewarding career. It gave me confidence to be persistent. For a job that I wanted in California, a position in the semiconductors industry, specifically working with chip-making manufacturing facilities in Asia. When HR at the company told me they did not have any openings for me, I said, I want that job posted on the job board. What will it take? HR, with reluctance, added me to the interview list. One thing I learned over the years, many things in life is negotiable as long as it's within reason. I went through several rounds of interviews, and as part of the process, they tested my hearing. It was no surprise I failed my hearing test. However, I already talked about my hearing deficit to the hiring manager and noted the assets that I have to offer will outweigh any any concerns you may have about my deafness. After the final interview with the director, he walked me up to the lobby. As we were shaking hands, exchanging the formalities of goodbyes, he asked, "Are you sure you want this job?" What? I was not prepared for that because I worked so hard at selling myself, why I am a good candidate, and I expressed interest in the job. I proceeded to shake hands, nodded my head, and said, "Yes, I'm interested in the position, and I know I can make a difference." Meanwhile, the other half of me, I'm shaking my boots. I had no idea how I'm going to do this job. How I'm going to talk on the phone, and let alone talk to people in Asia, or how I can be effective in team meetings, because I don't hear well in group meetings. Instead, I stayed focused on getting the job. I figured I would deal with the challenges later. I did get the job, and yes, I went through a painful learning curve. Here's the thing about this situation. You want to know your strength. Tap into it and do it really well. Anyway, I survived. I grew from the experience to work on multi-million-dollar business deals, managing the overseas manufacturing suppliers and adjusting manufacturing lines as needed, such as moving the assembly lines from the Philippines to Singapore or to China. I found working in the semiconductor industry to be challenging and a rewarding experience. Now you are about to start your new school year. I encourage you, think big, dream big. Don't let anyone decide the future for you. Be the best you can be academically. Try to challenge yourself by stepping outside your comfort zone. Tilton is here to help you maximize your potential. Go enjoy your school year. I truly wish you all the best in the years to come. Good luck to all of you. Thank you very much.
And now we'd like to ask Mr. Sheehy to come forward to lead us in the singing of the school's alma mater. Mr. Sheehy.
like to share with you today, I believe represents so much of the character of students that live and work here at Tilton, and of our colleagues, our faculty and staff, that commit their lives to the work of being together. I believe that at Tilton, one of the most beautiful things about our community is how we take care of each other and the shared work that we have together. So I'm going to share an excerpt of a poem called "To Be of Use" by Marge Percy. The people I love best jump into work head first, without dallying in the shadows and swimming off with sure strokes almost out of sight. They seem to become natives of the element, like black seals, it's swimming in the water. I love people who harness themselves, an ox to a heavy cart, who pull water like buffalo with massive patience, who strain in the mud and the muck to move things forward, who do what has to be done again and again. I want to be with people who submerge in the task, who go into the fields to harvest and to work in a row and pass the bags along, who are not parlor generals or field deserters, but who move in a common rhythm, when the food must come in or the fire must be put out. The work of this world is as common as mud. Botched, it smears the hands, crumbles to dust. But the thing worth doing, well done, has a shape that satisfies, clean and evident. Thank you. You may be seated. So the formal part of our program has completed, but the next part of our evening experience together is formal dinner. One of the changes this year is that the formal dinner tonight is not a buffet, it is a seated dinner. So the faculty will each have an assigned table host, and then throughout the courses of our meal, we'll actually have Mr. Giambrocco ring the bell, and actually the faculty will move 2 different times throughout the courses. Students, you will stay at your assigned tables, okay? So you receive that information via email. We also have posted signs just in case you didn't see where you are assigned for dinner. If you are assigned to tables 1 through 17, you're on the west side. That's where the 9th and 10th grade boarding girls are in the health center. That's the west side, numbers 1 through 17. Tables 18 to 26, you're in the small dining room. Tables 19 to 32 are in Knowles lobby. And tables 33 to 42, you're on the east side, okay? This is something new. We've never had such a large seated dinner, so that's something we're trying new. So we really need your attention and your patience, okay? So as you enter the dining room, when you have identified your table, where your table is, please stand by your chair and wait for your faculty member to become present. And then Mr. G will give us some instructions. For tonight, as we conclude our program, one of the Tilton traditions, for those of you who are new, is actually while the seniors exit, we have everybody else remain seated. And this is a really important tradition at Tilton School. So what I'm going to have our seniors and PGs do is while all others remain seated, seniors please exit.